one saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They begin the drive with Charles. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And the
1st and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. He can... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hit here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Bucs' 33-yard line.
Position on him, and he pulls it in.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
2-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Lions take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
28-yard line.
And his pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He may try and run for this. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down.
On first down, Smith. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brett Delpit. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Down and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Taylor, and as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action. Smith, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To number 13.
From 6 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Smith off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
The first down carry here for Charles. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Lions 24, Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Smith. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run it. It's Charles. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He was brought down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Taylor. A beautiful fake. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Smith. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third and 11 situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Smith. Off play action. That one's out. Smith lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
To throw is Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 1.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
They run with Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Smith. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And all the way down to the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Not much there, only a yard.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Score Lions 30. Buccaneers 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here, the 32. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the point after.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On first down, it's Charles again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On first down, it's Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Charles.
The 41-yard line.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught with Fournette taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.